other channels. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. And guess what? It is Super Bowl week. It's finally here. Man, I never thought I'd talk or be, I guess I haven't really talked a whole bunch of it yet, but I never thought I'd be like all in on NBA stuff during Super Bowl week. But I guess good move by the NBA to put the trade deadline during Super Bowl preview week. You know what I mean? Like, good on them. Stay relevant. Take a little jab at the old NFL, which they love to take a jab at you any chance they get. You know, like taking over Christmas.
Yeah, man. No, that's pretty smart marketing move there by the NBA.
How we doing this? How we doing this morning? How was your weekend?
It was good, man. It was good. We went out yesterday, man, for Buku's birthday. We did some axe throwing. We got the crew together, so it was a good time, man. Did all that. Had us a good time, and got home plenty of time. Make some dinner last night. Won some hockey picks yesterday. I hate college basketball, but won some hockey picks yesterday, man. So it was all right.
Okay.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. It was a fun weekend. Got to see family. We had a fun little party. Yesterday was just kind of it's weird, weird, no football. You know what? Yesterday it was funny. We did a whole show. We didn't talk about once the fact that there was a Pro Bowl thing going on.
Didn't care, man.
I know. I'm just saying that's sad. It's sad.
Like,
the NFL is so good at taking over and dominating everything that they do, except for when it comes to the Pro Bowl. No one cares.
Nobody at all, dude. And it wasn't even good when they wore pads and stuff, but it like depresses me now to see them show old highlights and like see them wearing pads, actually playing a football game. I'm like, I can't even watch this shit now, man.
I know. Say good morning to our fine friends over on Rumble. Patriots in the house says, hey, y'all. Good morning, Patriot. Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Mont. Grass guys in the house. B. McCormick's here. Morning, little CCR to start off Monday. I like it. Yeah, little
That's
CCR.
Right.
Yeah, I had to start it up on Rumble because we couldn't start YouTube yet, but we do have some friends over on the YouTube side of things. But I couldn't. Derp's here. Derp's in the house. I couldn't play that obviously because of the music over on YouTube. That's why we love Rumble. Rumble's the best. Yeah. Let's see. Derp says, swear to God, if Russ comes back, I may not be watching the NFL anymore. Oh, if he comes back to Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Derp's Steelers fan.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He'll probably end up. Well, actually, a guy that they're saying that will end up in Vegas now that old Chip Kelly's the OC, which we'll get into, is
I just saw that actually.
Is Marcus Mariota. I
That'll
forget that you don't like just stay like locked in on Twitter to see what the hell's going on during the sports world all day long like I do. So when you get in here, you're like, oh yeah, I just read that. And I'm like, I saw that at like 2:00 yesterday afternoon.
I come in here, man. I click the top headlines and I see that's one of them. I try to get away from my screen sometimes, especially yesterday, man. I didn't have time to do anything yesterday on the phone. So yeah, it's pretty big news this morning.
I would say I would try to be better and get away from the screen, but when I got 4 screaming kids running around, sometimes I just need to zone out, You
need the screen. I understand.
I need it more than they do.
Yes, 100%. I get it. I do get it, sir.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into Super Bowl stuff. We'll get into that. We gotta talk about the Luka trade again. We're not gonna go from the beginning of it. There's just a couple different things that I thought were wild that have popped up that we've learned over the past 24 hours that I think is interesting.
Okay.
All that and more. But first, we have a sponsor to start off the show. So let's dive into that, and it is our good friends over at Prize Picks. Let me tell you about Prize Picks. Okay, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. That's right. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. All-Star Weekend is almost here, and Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching your favorite players during the game and the Saturday night events like the 3-point contest. PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out of your lineup, or even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. We know our good friend Heavy Steps, our good friend of the show, Heavy Steps, he loves the flex play. He always flexes it. PrizePicks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Sign up today, get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday each Tuesday. I do like their bonuses. It's usually Tuesdays, sometimes Fridays, but definitely the Taco Tuesday. PrizePicks discounts selected players' projection up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers next week? You think Giannis for more than 35 points? Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on PrizePicks. I'm sitting here looking at this. I mean, tonight, I think we have I think Pascal Siakam has a great matchup. I'm gonna go more on Pascal Siakam, 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm going more on that one, and I'm gonna pair it up with Sabonis here. Sabonis more than 19.5 points. I think both those guys have great matchups tonight. I might even think about adding another one to my lineup and putting Steph Curry, doing more on Steph Curry. That's what I like tonight for my lineup. Download the app today and use the code GAMEON, all one word, GAMEON. That's GAMEON to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use the code GAMEON to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
It's our good friends over at PrizePicks.
Absolutely.
Okay, Crick. We want to get. Oh, and we have. I forgot to mention we do have highlight later today.
We do have highlight.
We have highlight later today. Oh, I forgot to mention in the PrizePicks stuff. The link to all that stuff is in the description of this stream, wherever you're watching it. Derp's here. He's still talking.
Still talking.
Yep.
He don't need the Chiefs to win, man.
What's funny about it is Chiefs, alcoholism. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see firewater. I understand.
Yeah. Derp talking about covering the Puppy Bowl bets. Oh, that's a dark place, my friend. But I'm here for it. If you stumbled down that road, I'm 100% here for it.
Right. I'm just saying.
We'll get you out of it, but I'll as long as you want to be in it for a little bit, well, I'll ride that wave with you.
Dude, it's a piss poor slate today. I hate it when the biggest sport on the planet for the day is the NBA. I hate that so bad.
Why am I not surprised by that?
Right. There's one hockey game today. It's a terrible hockey game, mind you. There's no.
Why is it a terrible hockey game?
Predators at the Senators. Senators actually have been hot though. They have been playing well, and the Predators have not, which is probably all the more reason everybody will pile on the Senators not, and the Predators will win like 6-1. So I don't know. The college basketball slate's poor, very poor. There's a full NBA slate, it looks like, but who gives a shit?
That's funny. That's funny right here. I just saw Barstool tweeted this. Alleged 270-pound man arrives in LA.
Alleged.
I'm like, dude, he's 6'8".
If you want to say he's a big guy, but he does.
He's 20. He's about to turn 26. I'm okay with him being a little out of shape. Listen, I want to get your opinion on this, Crick. Everyone's
I'm not okay with that.
Huh?
They pay that man so much money. I'm not okay with you showing up for your job not ready to go.
No. This is what I was going to say, Crick. I'm okay with him showing up in November, overweight, maybe a little out of shape, because we know the dude, even out of shape, can ball. He's gonna win you some games. Now, we're about to hit the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, that's when I would like to see you start taking it serious. And that's usually what happens in the NBA. And that's not their fault, the players' fault that the NBA has a stupid schedule, a very stupid schedule. And the fact that even the playoffs take over 2 months to get done if you make it all, if you make it to the finals. So I'm not mad at him if he comes in a little tubby for November and December. In January, we start picking it up a little bit, and then come the All-Star break when it's really the better half of the NBA season, that's when you take it serious. I'm fine with that for my superstars. It's a grind of. I mean, we've seen LeBron. LeBron hasn't come in overweight or out of shape or anything, but we've seen.
I was like, ever
first half, but the first half of the season, he ain't trying that hard. There'll be select nights he will, but you know him.
Yeah, but LeBron played in the NBA Finals for like the first 10 seasons in the league. So he was doing that. He was playing the extra. Luka ain't done that his whole career.
I know. I'm just saying. In my superstar in general.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm the Lakers. I want to see him walk from that right where he's standing right there. I want to see him walk straight to the weight room and start sweating a little bit.
I would just want to see any of those Mavs ownership.
I would just think if you were
walk up to him and say you're fat. I would love to see him say it to his face.
You think Luka gives a shit? He's always smiling and stuff. He don't give a damn. He don't get upset about that.
I know. You're in line. Locked in right here.
If you're in line for a super max deal, which is like $245 million or something, you don't think you would put a little extra effort into being in shape to make sure you got that super max deal? Because now you ain't gonna get it. And part of the big reason why they got rid of you is because you didn't come in doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't in shape. You didn't hold up your end of the deal.
Cricket, it's insane what they did to this man. That's why I think he is actually going to take it very serious and if I were him, I'd be a little bit pissed off, and I'd be making it a point to go win a championship.
And he may have that. Tell me what happened. What they do to him that you found out in the last 24 hours?
Well, there's a bunch of other things, but you were just mentioning his contract. So not only was he set up for a 5-year, $345 million contract. That's what he was set up for. 5 years, 345 is the super.
It was 345, not even 245. It was 345.
Yes.
Holy shit. See, even more reason to be in shape when you show up.
This is the thing. Now that they sent him to LA, he's going to be eligible for a 4-year, so less years, 4 years, $230 million contract. Still a lot of money, but you add in the fact that they just took over $100 million of guaranteed money away from him, and they sent him to LA, which has one of the highest tax areas in the country. He went from no tax to now you're going to get an extra 13. Let's be honest, probably 15% if you count in like the lifestyle changes and the things that go. I mean, not that things are cheap in Dallas, but things
really ain't cheap in LA.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're looking at an extra 15% added onto that. So you're adding an extra,
and you lost.
I mean, think about that extra 15%. That's like an extra $30 million through the life of that contract.
You're not wrong, dude. You're not.
So
wrong.
they took like almost $150 million away from this man.
Well, show up on time and shape.
Oh, man. He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up.
We'll see. It's like I said yesterday, man. Ain't either one of these damn teams make it out of the first round of the playoffs anyway. The Mavs got beat by like 40 something last night.
Patriot says this is why I hate the NBA. Why?
Because it's trash.
Oh, did you see any of the Grammy stuff? I didn't watch a lick of the Grammys.
No,
I only watched what was going on.
Didn't even know they were on.
I only watched. Oh my God. This is how I'm definitely listen. We were talking about it yesterday. We're definitely I'm placing a bet on that trans lady to win at the Oscars.
Okay.
You want to know why? Because these award shows, maybe some of these other places have finally started to learn. These award shows have not learned yet. They don't care. They live in their own bubble. And you want to know what my barometer for this was? Someone won Best Country Album of the Year yesterday, and my wife was pissed. And my wife,
Beyonce?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it was. That's so stupid, dude.
See what I'm saying? And I'm like, listen, when you have pissed off my wife when she doesn't give a damn about these things, that tells me you are clueless. And then this stuff I understood, and I thought it was dumb. They gave this Right. So like Eminem had one of the highest selling, he always sells one of I mean, his album was pretty
they're always gonna sell, whether they're good or not. They're gonna sell.
At first I didn't like it, and I went back and I'm like, okay. And then,
I was gonna say you kind of flip flop on that. At first you didn't care for it at all, but you did it grew on you a little bit.
It was a great album. I just thought the way he hyped it up, it was gonna be something different. So my expectations were set to a different bar. But when
I think it's so foolish to hype stuff like up that for a year in advance. Because I'm like, you can never live up to the expectations on something like that.
No. So anyways, but like, let's be honest, anything that he puts out, he should win. I mean, he's gonna win because he if you just
go, man.
The popularity and the amount of sales and stuff that he does. They gave like best album and stuff to a gal that didn't even put out. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she didn't even put out an album. It was like a mixtape she put out, but it was basically because they were touting she's the first black female rapper to do this, do that. And I'm like, so you guys haven't learned that no one cares about being the first whatever to do this, because what people see is you just want to give it to them. You don't want not taking anything away from them, but this is how it's perceived, is you're just giving it to them because you want to run that headline. So I'm like, they're for sure gonna give the award to the first trans female actress.
Oh,
and we can get 50 to 1 on it, correct?
50 to 1?
Yes,
it's worth a damn sprinkle.
That's what I'm saying.
Bet on the ding ding.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go. 50 to 1.
Yeah, the reason why I brought that up, sorry to go on a tangent, I know we're talking sports here, but Kanye showed up with his wife and they got kicked out.
Well,
did you see this? I can't show it.
Yeah, don't get us busted. But yeah, what did they
could, because technically Instagram stuff is allowing it and whatnot. But his wife basically showed up. She had this big old fur coat on, and then they went up to they're walking the red carpet. They're doing their photos. She took the coat off next to him, and she's wearing a dress. That is not. It's a dress, but it's when I say it's completely see through, you can't even tell she's wearing a dress. It's literally she's butt ass naked up there.
More material in your shoestring and stuff.
No. Like it's like
it's just straight
plastic. Like she's got a tube of plastic wrapped around her, and that's it. Like she's butt ass naked, correct?
And they made him leave.
Well, they said that they weren't invited, so that's why they left. I go, huh, okay.
I feel like
genius by Kanye. Because he's got everyone talking about that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, he's exploiting her, blah blah. I'm like, she's a grown ass woman.
Right? How do you get to the red carpet if you're not invited?
That's what I'm saying. That's like saying LeBron James can't go to some sort of sports award show because he's not nominated for an award or something. It's like, no.
Like you don't know who these people are.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyways, I wanted to show you this because AB retweeted this. This is her, as you can kind of tell, and there's a kid just peeking around the corner like, hey.
Oh man. I always stirring that damn pot.
Yeah. Hey.
That's funny. AB.
I mean,
I'm tired of hearing about this.
Smart on him staying in the news. Anyways, all these damn NBA trades going on, Crick, and Jimmy Butler.
Let Jimmy Butler play.
Nobody wants Jimmy Butler. It's gonna be funny to see where he ends up going, because he ain't staying on the Heat. There's no way. The Heat.
There's no way they can.
The Heat are stubborn, but they're not gonna be that stupid.
This is damn old Pat Riley being stubborn is what this is, man.
It is, but he's eventually gonna trade him.
It got to, man. This ship is sailed. Like, this is no good. This is dead in the water, has been dead in the water. You done suspended the man 3 damn times. He's walking out of practice and everything else. His teammates can't want to play with him either if you're seeing that stuff. It's got to be bad, toxic stuff in the locker room and everything. You got to get rid of the man. It doesn't matter. Get something for him while you can.
That's right. Grass Guy says, who cares? Fuck him. He ain't shopping at the dollar store. We're talking about, I believe he's talking about Luka there. But Luka, man, I don't feel... I'm not too worried about Luka. He's going to be fine. He's going to sign multiple contracts to the left of his I mean, hell, even just getting $230 million, paying all those taxes, I don't feel bad for him at all. I'm just looking at this from a player perspective, and like what we might as viewers might be able to say. We might see a man on a mission. Now he might not care. He might just go out there and be like, whatever, here to play basketball. We might see a man on a mission.
But an extra $100 million can't motivate you. I don't know what will. Like I said, I don't feel bad for him.
I'm interested in that storyline. Like, what are we going to get from Luka?
Like I said, I would feel bad for Luka had they done him like this and he had done everything he was supposed to. If he was out there being Luka, he ain't played since Christmas Day, man. And he wasn't just lighting it up before that. And so he comes in out of shape. He doesn't really put the time in beforehand. Like, I don't feel like he earned that damn money, so I don't feel bad for him at all. I mean, he's going to get paid. He's going to be just fine. But I don't think you're worth Supermax if you can't come into camp in shape. That's my biggest thing with this. You should never be that far overweight if you're a professional athlete.
We're not talking like Zion here.
He ain't far from him.
Yeah, but the man took that team to the NBA final. That team would not have been to the NBA final if Zion hasn't even sniffed the NBA finals.
No.
So I'm going to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt. The fact that he carried that team to a Western.
Oh, he had some help too. Kyrie played really good in those playoffs too.
I don't know if you remember this, but Kyrie did not. He showed up for one game in the Western Conference Finals, and he did not show up for any of the games in the finals.
No, he had a couple pretty good games.
He did have a couple good games in the early playoff rounds, but he did not in the Western Conference and the finals. I remember this, Crick, because I kept coming on the show and telling you this is the time that Kyrie's going to go off for 5, 6, 7 threes. And
I do remember that. He didn't hit a one,
and he didn't do it.
But they none of them show up in the damn finals because the Celtics whipped their ass.
Yeah, Celtics were just a better team. Celtics were the better team.
But I mean,
hey, did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be live tonight, huh? You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, excited about that. I mean, Elio will be doing the unscripted sportscast night. We got Carl Smith coming in with us. We had Jameer Augustine last week, NFL draft prospect for this year, and Carl Smith from Robert Morris University is another NFL draft prospect. So he'll be on the show with me and Elio tonight, the unscripted sportscast at 8 p.m. Eastern time over on the Average Joe Sports Talk channel. So we'll be interviewing Carl and figuring out what his plans are and how he kind of got to this spot in his life and everything. So I love these, man. I love hearing these guys' stories.
Yeah. Good dude. Good dude over there. Yeah. Elio reached out and was like, on one of my photos, and was like, God bless you and your family. And I was like, thanks, dude. That's really nice of you to say.
He's a solid dude, bro. I love me some Elio, man. That's a genuine, real American hero right there. I love that guy.
That's right. That's right. I love this. Everyone this week. I love the memes this week, like because the trade war is going on now that Trump started, which I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of us love Trump. This is what we voted for, but it's funny. I would not want to get in a negotiating contest with Donald Trump because that guy, time and time again, has shown. I mean, he wrote a book called Art of the Deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are learning about the art of the deal this week from in other countries and whatnot. But it's so funny because it's like, yes, I'm going to take off my FFA flight expert hat and I'm putting on my tariffs hat this week because everyone's experts on tariffs this week. That was funny by Ramp Capital. He goes, let's be honest, nobody really knows how tariffs works.
I'm like, what's the deal on tariffs? Is that like taxes?
Yeah. So like, if you're Canada, for example, and you make a product there, let's say they're amazing maple syrup, and they want to sell it, in the U.S. That's like, you'll see the made in Canada or whatever. You want to sell it in the U.S. Well, sometimes there's a little fee for that.
Isn't that the same thing?
Sometimes you can impose what are called tariffs on that stuff, and you could say, we were letting you come in for free with that. We're going to increase $25 or 25% tax on you. So that $4 bottle of syrup will now cost $5 in the U.S. because you got to pay the 25% tariff.
Isn't this why we started the American Revolution? Because England was doing this to us?
Oh, taxing our team,
like tariffs and stuff like that. Isn't that what he wants to do? He wants to tax them like that. Isn't that the way they taxed us? They didn't know why we got our own independence.
But what are they going to do?
They thought, what were the colonists going to do too?
I'm not worried about Canada or Mexico.
Pretty peaceful people up there. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
well, here's the thing. He put a stipulation on it. He goes, you can make it stop. Just start enforcing your border rules and quit letting fentanyl come into our country. That's the deal.
From Canada?
Yeah, there was 43 pounds of fentanyl from that came in through Canada last year.
43.
Now, some people on the left are trying to make they're like, oh, only 43 pounds. It's like, first of all,
43 pounds of fentanyl is a lot of fentanyl.
That would kill 100 million people.
Yeah, I was going to say that kill a lot of people.
Yeah. So then it's also like there should be none.
Why I don't understand why this stuff even exists. I don't understand. I feel like it's bad business for drug dealers. It's not good to kill your clients. They can't buy any more drugs if they're dead. Just doesn't make any sense to me.
Sporting says that government ran on tariffs until the illegal income tax started under Wilson. That's right. We used to not have an income tax because we would make all our money off of other people wanting to sell their goods in our country.
Oh, okay. What up, Andrew? Okay. Fair enough, man. Y'all know I don't get involved in all this.
Yeah. But everyone's an expert this week on it. Like, tariffs only that hurts American buyers. I'm like, it could. It also could not, because like there's two ways to do it. Either like Canada would want to pass that tariff tax onto the consumer, which usually isn't a good idea, because like I said with that maple syrup, if now I got to pay $5 instead of $4, I might just look at the Great Value brand that's $3.50. You know what I mean? It doesn't taste as good,
no,
but
it doesn't.
It's cheaper, right? Okay. So the other way is Canada can eat the cost themselves and keep the price the same for the American worker, but they're ultimately going to foot the bill on it, so they're going to say, instead of it costing $4, it's going to cost us
I feel like it screws us more than anybody.
It doesn't in the long run.
It does not.
I'm an expert this week. It doesn't.
I'm listening to you. I'm asking. I'm making sure I've got this right. But
the best thing I saw on this was someone said was like, "Hey, if tariffs don't work and they only hurt your citizens, why did Canada and Mexico immediately impose tariffs right back on the U.S. as retaliation if they don't work?" So like when we said we're going to impose tariffs on them, they immediately said, "Well, we're going to do it to you too." And it's like, ooh, okay.
Okay. Got us.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Patriot
when you've got the biggest stick, Rick.
Do what now?
I said, when you've got the biggest stick.
It's true. Undefeated World War champs.
Yeah, back to back.
That's right. Tariffs protect local economies and stimulate supply and demand. Okay.
That is true too, because it makes you want to buy more American products. American made.
Oh, there's an angle.
Yeah.
There's the angle. I get it. Now I get it.
But if you're a country and you don't make things, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, there you go. It's like Sporting says.
Which we obviously don't make as much stuff as we used to, but the beautiful thing about America is we have the technology and the ability to start firing things up real fast.
We can figure it out. Yeah.
It's kind of our whole existence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's fair. Yeah. Sporting says tariffs promote things to be made in the USA instead of relying on others. So, yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
These two guys are now teammates.
I'd seen that. How about that?
Funny. That is funny. Dude, the Spurs ended up trading for De'Aaron Fox, and you know me, I've been dialed into Spurs local radio for this past
you love months. San Antonio radio.
Oh my god, they were talking about what they were gonna. They're like, we're probably gonna get him. We're nervous because we have we have all the assets. They have all the best draft picks. They've got some good filler pieces of like bench players and role players. They've got a young guy in Castle that they're like, we're not going to trade him, but he's not like, if the right person comes along, he's not immovable like Wemby is, right? You're not trading Wemby.
You're not
but
trading Wemby, yeah.
Castle, you're like, it would have to be De'Aaron Fox. No, we're not trading Castle for De'Aaron Fox, anyone but Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, right? But they were talking about what they would have to give up. And this morning I was listening to them because they start at 4, and they're like, holy hell, if you told me, they're like, this is like if we went to the negotiating table and we gave our first offer, which is the lowest, like low ball one, and they just said, yep, we'll take it.
They took it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got De'Aaron Fox for like nothing. They still have a bunch of assets. Could you imagine if the Dallas Mavericks would have went to the Spurs and says, what would you give us for Luka? They would have given them everything. They've got like 10 first-round draft picks the next like 5 years or something like that. They're like, you can have all these unprotected. Here you go. You could have Castle. You can have all these guys. We'll take.
Spurs have all that.
Yeah, the Spurs are like, if that's what one of the guy was saying too. He's like, listen, I don't want us to like go all in on De'Aaron Fox here. Not that he's not a great guy, but I feel like we're the prettiest girl at the bar, and it's the first guy that walks up to us, and it's early in the night, like no one like there's. Couple of years down the road, there's going to be a lot of free agents or a lot of people that need to move pieces, and we have assets for the next X amount of years. We don't need to go all in on the first one that comes and says hi to us. You know what I mean? But if you're going to get them for nothing, you're looking pretty good.
I know what I'm saying, man. Yeah, no, this is a pretty good deal for the Spurs. I feel like. I know Zach LaVine, but I saw like blockbuster trade and everything. I'm like, this is why I can't say the NBA, because everything's supposed to be a blockbuster trade. I do like De'Aaron Fox. I think he's a stud.
Well, it's just interesting because it's a 3-teamer too, you know?
Yeah. What else is, who's the other team involved here?
The Bulls, who are like the worst team at trading.
Is that who LaVine plays for?
He did. Now he's in Sacramento. Sacramento
Okay,
was looking to get another solid piece.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. He was in Chicago. Now he's going to Sacramento as part of De'Aaron Fox coming. So Levine wasn't playing for the Spurs.
No.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
No.
I didn't think he was.
In all of this, Chicago ended up getting a draft pick back. It was this is why I say Chicago's terrible. Chicago made a terrible trade with the Spurs a year or two ago and sent their first round draft pick over there. And now they had to make this terrible deal for them to get that pick back.
Ugh, girl. What year is the pick?
I believe it's his upcoming year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, who did they get for it when they traded it away?
Patriots says Mass went full retard. Yes, they did. Good morning, Buku. Hope you had a fun day yesterday. And then Patriots says all I can say is it's Monday. It is Monday.
It is. Monday.
What were you saying? Sorry, what did you say?
What did they get? What did the Bulls get when they traded that pick away the first time?
I don't remember. I didn't go that deep into the rabbit hole.
Not much.
No, the gist was it was a terrible trade.
Yeah, seems like the Bulls just doing Bulls things.
Yeah. What can you say? But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. The caption of this is, "Hey Siri, define generational fumble." At one point, not too long ago in 2022, the Mavs had Porzingis, Luka, and Brunson all on the same team. I didn't even realize this. I remember Porzingis.
They all played together
in 2022. Now, I don't blame Dallas for moving on from Porzingis. They got a decent return for him, and also he was injured a lot while he was down there, so I can understand them not wanting.
He wasn't playing like he is in Boston.
No, and Boston could afford. Remember, even with them winning the title last year, Boston could afford having Porzingis not play because they have so many pieces, right?
Yeah,
that they could load manage him all they needed to. They just needed him to show up for the playoffs in certain spots. Hell, I believe he sat out a whole playoff series.
He did. Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, and I think he sat out the first game of the finals, right?
I think you're right. I know he sat out. There were definitely
they went into each series to see, like, okay, can we win game one without him, and then we can rest him for the second game.
I feel like
after that he came in. Yeah. So, but isn't that crazy? Now they have none of those guys on their team. But
that's unreal.
How do they not make that work?
That's what I'm saying. How do you not? They didn't even make it to the NBA Finals with that team.
Like, I know Brunson wasn't like expected to be like great like he is right now. Like, I know once he got to New York, but you should be able to spot, hey, that guy's talented.
That guy can play. Yeah, you're playing with Luka and you got Porzingis down low on the block, man. I'm just saying, I did not remember those three guys being on the same team, and the Mavs totally fumbled this damn thing.
Yeah, and now they've got
hell. If they couldn't win with that, they ain't gonna win with what they got now.
I think the Mavs are gonna well, they're just a joke because their head coach didn't even know about the deal. And then the guy that orchestrated the trade answered like 3 questions and left Jason Kidd up there by himself to answer questions. He goes, "Okay, I got to go to another meeting," and he leaves. And Kidd's just sitting there.
Kid's like, I can't really answer this for y'all because I'm as surprised as you are.
Yes.
Like, how do we not tell our head coach what's going on, man? Like, you don't think that might be important?
Yeah. And so, yeah, it's just wild. But I think the Mavs aren't done. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded AD now that they got him.
Yeah, just use him as a piece, try to build some draft picks and things.
I don't know if he wants to go there, but I would imagine Dallas could be a spot for Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Maybe it's not for AD, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's for something.
Whatever. I could see straight swapping.
You got to make the money work, so.
Right. Yeah, that's the word that gets confusing.
Could you imagine that? AD and God, what's his name playing together down in Miami?
Bam at a bio.
Bam.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. I was like, damn, we would have some bookends.
We're just going big, all right?
Straight up. Yeah, we're going to let Tyler Hero shoot it from half court, and we're going to dump it down to AD, and bam, 100%.
Yeah. You better hope you make your threes against us because you ain't getting in the paint.
That's the thing. I would just let Tyler Hero, them guys, fire from deep and just put them under the basket and be like, get offensive rebounds and putbacks. Jeez, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There you go, Pat. We just figured it out for you, buddy.
Oh, this was funny. 8 hours of REM sleep, worked out, ate a healthy breakfast, slept through the Luka trade, hung over, crushed beers with the boys, and ordered fast food at 2 a.m., awake for the Luka trade.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
Well, I wanted to make a video when it happened because I was like, man, if I could be one of the first people to make a video because it was like 10:30 my time, which means East Coast, it's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, ain't no one up talking about this shit. But I always get ready for bed. I'm like, we gotta do the show in the morning. I'm like, oh, I'll just deal with it then. But yeah, it was crazy. It's just the middle of the night like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like thieves in the night right here. I can't believe they kept this under wraps like they did. It had to come together in like an hour.
I don't know, man. It was weird.
I don't feel like
said he finally got a B-Day goal scorer yesterday. Let's go.
He did. That's what I told him. He said every day, man, he looks at like whose player's birthday, what players have their birthday that day. And he said, if I like something, I usually take them. I was like, you had to bet the birthday score on your actual birthday. Dude scored like 2 minutes into the damn game or something.
That's right. It's all coming together now.
Let's go.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. Easy game.
Easy peasy. What else we got? Oh, he wrote a nice little sad letter. I mean, he said what you got to say in it, you know?
Yeah, he should. That people
said, I thought I'd spend my career here. I wanted to so badly bring you a championship.
This is what'll happen. He'll go play somewhere else for a few years. He'll go back to Dallas on a short contract just to retire or something.
I don't know. He might just say F you to ownership after this. You can love the fans and hate the ownership.
I would. I promise you I would. You would never get my ass back in there unless I had to be.
Mm-hmm. Chip Kelly. Raiders. It's a weird pairing.
This is not a good hire.
You have Pete. I don't know what Tom's doing down there, but you got Pete Carroll as head coach, Chip Kelly as OC, Patrick Graham as DC, and Tom McMahon as a special teams coordinator. Interesting.
I don't think it's going to be great.
This is what I thought was most interesting. Looks like the Raiders might finally not be like their whole move to Vegas was because they're always cash poor. I mean, cash on hand and whatnot, like to be able to do some things like pay coaches and whatnot that are fully guaranteed.
That'll happen in Oakland. Won't happen in Vegas.
Well, even when they moved to Vegas, they weren't the richest at the beginning of it, but they must have some cash on hand because
funny how that works in Vegas. It just piles up.
Yeah, you just find those black little chips everywhere.
Everywhere.
But Robert Saleh just became the DC coordinator over at San Francisco again, making him the highest paid coordinator in the league. That was short lived because Chip Kelly, making a little over $6 million, is now the highest paid coordinator in the league.
That's unbelievable to me, dude.
That part shocked me. I'm like, you're going to pay Chip Kelly? What do you pay Pete Carroll?
What has he done to get him the highest paid coordinator in the league, bro?
National champ.
As a coordinator, yeah. I mean,
and you're hiring him as a coordinator, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't know that you did it at the college level. Like we've seen you go to the NFL level and not be able to do it. Like we saw that. They weren't great.
Fine.
His offenses weren't great.
They weren't terrible.
I mean,
everyone acts like he just flamed out. Like he was. They were
got
like
fired
this year. I know, which also was weird. You go 10-6 back-to-back seasons,
and then he went to be a head coach at UCLA and sucked that up.
I mean, it's UCLA.
That's true.
They haven't really put a lot of effort.
Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it is. Like I said, I just always thought his offense didn't translate to the NFL that well anyway.
I mean, but he basically had a professional offense in Ohio State, like players-wise, personnel. I mean,
but he ain't gonna have that much talent out in Las Vegas. He ain't gonna have that kind of talent at all. There's definitely dudes on Ohio State's team right now that are better than players on the Oakland or the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, but it's professional sports. They'll have.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see, man. Okay, splash hire. I don't mind you hiring him, making him the highest paid coordinator in the league. That's kind of weird. So there's a lot better coordinators out there than that guy.
Especially like, who were you bidding against?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, what did you have to give him all that money?
There's got to be something else to it.
Because I mean, I'm sure he wasn't making it in college. Coordinators don't make money like that. So he's probably making like $2 million. So he probably tripled his damn salary. But I feel like you just could have doubled that thing and he'd have been fine.
Yeah. This is funny from Stu Gotts. I've always said, if you're worried about one player's conditioning, trade for the much older superstar that's always injured. Talking about AD.
Yeah. Oh, I knew who he was talking about.
Oh, that's so good. I like what Millie Goat said because you had everyone running with this comparison yesterday. Adam Schefter compared last night's big trade to like the Ravens trading Lamar Jackson to the Bengals for Joe Burrow. I like Millie Goats' shout out to AK. He says the Ravens traded Lamar to the Rams for Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, DeMarcus Robinson, and a 2029 first rounder. That's actually more comparable.
That would be more of a comparison. Yep.
Because no one looks at Matthew Stafford as
you think he can play, but he's an aged guy. He's had some injury.
He's injured.
That's
you don't know if he's going to.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you got some extra little scrub pieces to go along the way. Like solid, but eh.
Yeah, like I like the Matthew Stafford to AD a lot better because you're right. I think it's clear that both those guys' best days are probably behind them. Yeah. Lamar, we don't know.
Trump has escalated the trade war with Canada by renaming Canadian bacon to cuck ham.
Whatever. I love Canadian bacon.
I love the internet. This was what was interesting. So last night after the big trade, the Mavs played the Cavs, but all their main guys sat out because they were all injured.
Injured, yeah. That's why they got beat by 47 last night.
Did you see the first quarter? It was like 50-21.
I mean, these guys supposed to still be professionals too, man.
50.
Come on. Like, how do you not have a little bit more pride right there?
Halftime was like 91-37 or something.
They scored 91 in the first half?
Well, when you score 50 in the first quarter,
that's
you're on
true. It ain't really hard to do. You're right. Damn. That's crazy. Golly, they didn't even get
I wish I would have just bet overs on all the Cavs players, just parlay everyone had to have gone over.
You get a bucket. Everybody gets buckets. What up, Slicknard? Yep.
This is what this would have been a good anti-correlated one, Crick. Over on their points, under on their rebounds. Because yes, although the Mavs are missing shots, but you're not having the Cavs miss any, so there's no less
no rebounds.
Yeah. God, next time, Crick. Next time there's a crazy trade like this, we gotta shot that. Next time there's a crazy superstar trade where everyone's scratching their head saying, "What the hell's going on?" We gotta handicap their next game.
Well, you're probably gonna get one the next couple days,
probably. But everyone was also thinking they're doing the Brian Windhorst, like, oh, these guys are also now. So it's like, is Kyrie tradable now? Is PJ Washington?
That's what Buku says. And he says saw Kyrie ask for a trade. Is that true? I don't know. I've not heard it. And
yes, I haven't fully seen any of that yet.
Luka's a Laker now, man. They did that on Saturday night, Sunday morning. He's gone.
Luka is
Luka. Slicknar was asking Luka from Dallas to Lakers for Anthony Davis. I said, yeah, they made that trade. I think it was like Saturday night, Sunday morning. Yeah, Anthony Davis is going to Dallas and Luka's in LA now. Yeah, I'm with you, grass guy. There's way too many games that aren't even worth watching, is my thing.
The GM for the Mavs really came out and said, we have a better chance of winning the championship now. He said that with a straight face.
He's drunk.
Bronny James is just rolling with the memes.
He might actually be a pretty cool dude. He might actually be
he's guy. Just like everyone's, and then there's one of these two holding up an NBA trophy and whatnot.
Yeah,
and he's just like, no one's stopping Luka.
No, I mean, I guess what I'm saying, Bronny may be a pretty funny guy. I'm all right with it.
Holy cow, dude! Did you see the next Manning? This family just pumps out quarterbacks.
Another one.
This is Peyton's son, Marshall.
Oh God!
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep. Blur.
Well,
just dropping dimes at the Pro Bowl, dude. Watch this. Watch this one.
Whoa.
Dude, that's a chunk.
I don't know how old he is yet, but he ain't that old.
He's probably
like 8.
No, he's older than that. He's like 12, 13, something like that.
I don't know, man. Those Mannings are pretty big.
Yeah, they do grow those guys different.
Watch this one. This was a nice one.
The future. Ooh.
That's a good looking ball, bro.
Mm.
I'm just saying, I'm growing them dudes on Planet Nike.
This
Anthony Davis went to Dallas. That's who they got, and some picks or something.
Yeah.
What we got here? This meme's killing me, bro.
This meme is gonna be around for a long time.
Yeah.
It says Rob Pelinka realizing the Mavericks are going to accept the trade for Luka. just
wait for it. I see one the other day. It says when the edibles kick in.
Yeah, those are great too. That's an interesting lineup for Dallas, though. If they all end up staying together,
who all is it saying? Kyrie and who?
Yeah, Kyrie, Quay, Quentin Grimes, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford. It's not a bad starting five.
It's really not. It's really, like I said, neither one of these teams getting out of the first round. They're not making it out of the first round. They could combine them teams and not make it out of the first round.
You know what's crazy is they had both these dudes, and if you see what they got in return for the trade, it's nothing for both their trades.
I mean, I'd like to know what they got for Brunson. I mean, I can live with having AD mixed in there, especially if you got problems with Luka in the locker room and all that stuff, and it's not going to work out, kind of like the Jimmy Butler deal. But I'd like to know what they got for Jalen Brunson, because I feel like they gave that dude away. Because he's been the best player on the Knicks for 3 damn years now, I feel like. Yeah.
Let's see.
You looking at it? See
yeah,
what they got? Buku says, I hear you, Slick. Not a fan of him. Makes sense. He would ask for a trade because he doesn't want to be Batman. He's more of a Robin. You right, Buku. He has always been more of a Robin.
Let's see.
I feel like they didn't get much.
It's not popping up.
Yeah, hell with it. Dallas got the Shannon Sharp treatment, Patriot says.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, AD will be hurt with like eye injuries and stuff.
Yeah. What time are we at? Oh, we're good. We're good.
Mont said, team looks a little black. Where's the diversity? That's funny, Mont.
I gotta step away for a quick minute. Why don't you pull up whatever you want, or just hang out the chat?
Oh, I go with Chad. We'll recap a little NHL from yesterday, man. Like I said, we had a pretty good day on the ice yesterday. College basketball sucks. Got a head kicked in there. But we did do all right in the NHL last night. Let me get this shared up for y'all, man. We'll recap this because the ice did save us yesterday, man. It did. Here we go. All right, we had the Red. I actually wound up betting a couple late ones. I already had this one on my picks. We took the Red Wings money line, a little plus 140, plus 140, 142 yesterday. They went down early in this one to the Canucks, but tied it up at the end of the first period, scored another one in the second. And the Canucks forced overtime in the third period, adding a goal there. But the Red Wings did get it done. I watched that overtime. I love NHL regular season overtime, bro. That stuff is worth the price of admission for sure. Sabres got up big in this one, got up 3-0 in the first period. And both teams had a goal in the second, but they let the Devils get 2 in the third. Came back, it looked close. Looked like the Devils were going to come back and get that thing. And the Sabres were able to hold on and get a little money line cash for us there. Avalanche, we had Avalanche minus 1.5, but the little half unit on the 2.5 too. That didn't come through, but the 1.5 did it. Plus, I believe it was plus 114 or plus 120. But yeah, they scored 2 in the second there. That's the only goals we saw, man. I thought we might get the empty netter to get the 2.5 for us, but it did not happen. But they still came through on the bigger bet. Force Avalanche won that one 2-0. And they're getting right, man. I'm telling you, the Avalanche are getting right now. They look good. I think I'm about to start piling on that team a little bit. They're a team we want to tell for a little bit, I think. But they are now 31-21-2 and 16-10-2 at home. Flyers 23-25-6, 11-13-5 on the road. Ducks defeat the Habs last night at home in those sweet-ass orange jerseys. I love them damn orange jerseys for the Ducks. But they win this one 3-2. They were down 2-0 after the first period, scored 2 in the second to even it up, and add the winner in the third there. Ducks playing good hockey right now. I believe they won 4 of their last 5. Panthers go up 2-0 in the first period here, and they're up 4-3 after 2 periods, and we're able to add 2 more in the third to make sure we got our minus 1.5. I didn't take the minus 2.5 on this one. The Islanders have been playing good hockey too. I believe it won 7 in a row. They've actually got themselves back in the playoff race after winning that 7 in a row, but they do drop that one last night to end that winning streak. And the Panthers now 32-19-3, 16-9-2, the defending champs, and the Islanders now 24-21-7, 12-10-5 on the road there. Rangers come back to defeat the Golden Knights. They were down 1-0 after the first, 2-1 after the second, but had 3 goals in the third. I believe there was a couple empty netters there in the third. But they win this. No, it wasn't empty. 2 empty netter, 1 empty netter at the end. But they do win the thing 4-2 there. They even came back and covered the alt puck line for you if you're feeling a little frisky. And this one, they were slight dogs at home on the money line, but they do win 4-2. Now 25, 23, and 4, 13, 11, and 2 at home. Golden Knights still a very good hockey team at 31, 16, and 6, 12, 10, and 3 on the road. You don't bet against the Golden Knights when they play at home. If you're looking spots to bet against the Golden Knights, you take it on the road, man. They struggle a little bit on the road. Stars and Blue Jackets, man. I don't know. We might need to reconsider our automatic bets on the under 5.5 for the Stars at home. And because the last 2 have covered with ease right here. It was 1-1 after the first. It was 3-3 after the second. They covered the damn over in 2 periods. But the Stars are able to add 2 more in the third to win this thing 5-3. Blue Jackets have been playing very well also. And Stars now 34-17-1, 27-1 at home. Well, the Stars don't lose at home, do they? Blue Jackets 26-20-7, 9, 15, and 4 on the road. Blues, this is one of the ones I wound up betting the money line late last night. I took the Blues minus 105 on the money line. They were up 1-0 after the first. Scoreless second period. Both teams had one in the third, but the Blues hold on. They had one late to get the winner there, 2-1. And Blues 24-25 and 4, 13, 12, and 3 on the road. Utah Hockey Club 21, 22, and 9, 8, 12, and 6 home. Did y'all see the names? They wound up announcing that I think they're going to have like an in-arena fan vote for the Utah Hockey Club's next mascot. It was something that was like, I think the Utah Hockey Club was an option, and there was like 3 options, and I didn't like either one. The Yeti is not going to happen, It should be the Utah Yeti. It ain't going to happen. They got all that copyright stuff and trademark infringement and all that. So that's not going to happen. That's what it should be. So they're going to wind up screwing this up and naming it something stupid. But the Flames at the Kraken, I did get them a little plus money on the money line late last night too. I needed a little sweat for the late one. So they were up 3-0. I even put the half unit on the alt puck line for the Flames here, and I thought that was going to come through too because they were up 3-0 after the first. Kraken had 1 in the second and 1 more in the third, but never get closer than that, losing at 3-2. Flames now 26, 19, and 7, 10, 11, and 4 on the road. Another team that's playing pretty good hockey right now, man. And the Kraken 23, 28, and 3, and 13, 13, and 3 at home. So kind of a tough little stretch here for Buku's Kraken. See what y'all are saying over here.
What happens when you bet on the Kraken?
Mm-hmm. What are they saying over here, man? Jeez.
I don't know. You can switch it over to this one if you want the.
Is that not what I did?
No, you pulled up on your own. I mean, down below, if you click mine, see if I click.
Oh, I got you. Oh, because is it bigger? Why is mine so much bigger than yours? There.
Well, sizes and everything, Craig.
I thought about it as soon as I said it. I was like, careful, Cricket.
Here we go.
What are you doing?
Oh, I have a story for you.
Tell me.
I almost had to do something yesterday, Craig.
Uh-oh. What did you have to do, man?
I almost had to ask my wife to rub my meat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I yesterday I was cleaning up the party stuff, the aftermath, and there was this cardboard, and it's like one of those. It's the hardest cardboard I've ever seen. It's like a plastic cardboard thing. I don't know what it's called.
Dude,
anyway, it was sticking out. It was sticking out of the recycling thing, and I was shoving more shit in there, trying to get it all to fit and whatnot.
Yeah.
And corner edge was sticking out, and I put my hand over there, and as you can see,
God, bro, that looks like a good one.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It's not terrible. I mean,
dude, cardboard paper cuts hurt so bad. They stay sore for days, man. Especially right there on the palm of your hand.
Yeah, so I didn't have any gloves yesterday or anything, and I needed to rub my meat, and I only got one hand. And you can't. But I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I can't. You just can't let other people rub your meat, correct? It doesn't feel the same. It feels different. Luckily, it was my dominant hand that I had left, right, like that. Because oh man, it's like it's like once you you just don't do it the right way. Other people don't do it the right way. Your meat the best. It's just like the second you
do,
touch
man. You know what you like.
The right. It wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't. You're right.
It wouldn't be the same. So I got through it, Crick. I won. I rubbed my meat real good, one-handed. Got through it, and that tri-tip last night was so good.
Let's go, bro. Don't let us.
You definitely don't ask another man to rub your meat.
No, you never get another man to rub your meat.
It's the only thing worse than having to ask your wife to do it.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. You'd probably let Tom rub your meat.
I don't even think I'd let Tom.
You wouldn't even let Tom rub your meat? Oh my goodness!
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
I'd have lost that bet.
Tri-tip turned out pretty damn good. I sent you guys a photo of it.
Did you? Oh, man, I see that video. Like I said, I neglected my phone really bad yesterday. Axe
Oh,
throwing.
yeah. I sent you guys a photo of the
I saw the boys, the video, the Go Big Orange and everything. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro, that does look good. Let's go, dude.
Because I rubbed that meat good.
Rub that meat real good.
Yep,
you're right, Patriot. This is no longer PG entertainment.
What? We're talking about tri-tip, dude. What do you?
This show is 100% TV.
You can't buy your tri-tip pre-seasoned. You got to get your own rub, and you got to rub that meat.
Sure can't let strangers rub your meat.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely not. Don't trust them.
And the worst part is you're paying them to do it.
Yeah.
They want to rub my meat. They got to pay me for it. You know.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't think they can afford it.
Nope. I
thought about. I'm glad you reminded me. I thought about doing a bit about that this morning. I was thinking about how I wanted to. I wanted to say
it. Oh, here you go. B Mac. We'll get you a little palate cleanser.
Tri-tip doesn't need a rub. You never had my tri-tip.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away?
Bombs away indeed. Hey, just a friendly reminder, you can go get your KC Cheap Heat shirt. If you believe like I do that the fix is in, Kansas City's going to win it. You can still, I bet you if you order today, you can still get it by the end of the week. I ordered mine on Monday and got it Thursday last week. So
you have it just in time, man.
That's in time for the old Cheap Heat.
That line ain't moved at all, man.
Don't worry, Patriot. I wouldn't dare to try to rub on your meat.
No, absolutely not.
Don't make that
absolutely
a shirt.
Not.
Don't rub my meat. That's what I'm making that a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's get into it, Crick. It's about time.
Are we talking highlight?
Oh, we're talking highlight, baby. Yeah. Oh, boy Benny.
That's right.
Our boy Benny. Hold on, let me get this set up. Very professional, very prepared, always on time.
Most pro.
Why this stuff isn't loading, I don't know, but there we go. Okay. We got a highlight today. Crick Devils Renegades, man. It was a fun weekend, or fun Friday with the contest and whatnot. Only 3 people were in the money, like positive, but we all placed. So it was great. It was good stuff. Hope you guys were over there too. That highlight guru guy is just killing it though, man. Just crushing it.
Crushing it, bro.
But today we got Devils Renegades. Our boy Benny on the Devils are playing. Up against Goshieri. Remember last time they saw each other?
I do. Finals, man.
Sudden death. Finals.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at the matchups. If you guys haven't already, all the links and description to the World Highlight League and everything, their social media where you can watch the match tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern. You can watch at ESPN 3 or over on their YouTube channel.
Or
other
FUBO.
Links and stuff, and FUBO, all that too. Links to this page and their social media links are all in the description of this video, so go check that out. Let's see. Our boy Benny gets to start things off with this. Benny versus Urbieta.
Yep. That'd be a good match,
for some odd reason, I thought I saw Iturbide Day, and that's why I paused there for a second because I'm like, that is not Iturbide.
No, that's not him.
Urbieta. It could be a good match, dude. What are you thinking? What are you thinking for this one? Benny is a
minus 210
favorite. We can't go against our boy, can we?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to look over maybe the correct score on this one. This feels like Urbieta would get one. I think I like a Benny 2-1 in that one.
I like that.
Yep, I think I like Benny 2-1 on that one. Urbieta can play, man. Urbieta, he locks down that back corner pretty well. That dude catches every damn thing, bro.
These days I've been airplane. We just gotta call him up real quick. Like, how you feeling? Did you eat your Wheaties?
Mm-hmm.
Good 8 hours.
Yep.
We just need to know.
Get some sleep. Yeah. We need to know if you're rested.
No, we don't need any inside info or anything. We just want
I just need to know if you're rested, ready to go.
As a friend,
are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, that's 100%.
Laces tied pretty good. We're good.
Yep. Tied tight.
He did say he likes being the first guy because he likes to get there, do the routine, and then go right into it. So I don't know, man. Maybe a 2-0, 2-1, bet both.
Was that plus 115 on the 2-0?
Yeah.
I think you can bet both right there. I like betting to win the match.
What if you went like 1 unit on the 2-0 and a half unit on the 2-1?
I'm probably going to wind up having a I don't know how much I'll mess with those today. There's a lot of big favorites today. I like to parlay some of these big favorites because we have seen in this that a lot of times the more overwhelming favorites do tend to come through in Jai-Alai. And so I think today's going to be a day you can parlay some big favorites, get you some plus money.
So you're saying we could just do this? We already know what we're thinking right here. The safest minus 140. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing it. The safest minus 149 bet you can make. Benny, go Sherry.
Is that minus 149?
No one likes laying minus 149, but I'm telling you, I would feel the safest.
I think you add Ferranda to that and get you a little plus 106. Booyah. Looks like a good spot for me. I'm almost thinking about taking Ferranda and my guy CRB at plus 180 over Gonaga and Flores.
Oh, really?
Thinking about it. It's not going to go chalk tonight. I feel confident in that.
How do we feel about Goshieri? Well, I guess we're kind of bumping around, but Goshieri and Urbieta, last time they were out, they lost straight up.
We
bounce back spot?
I think so, but I think we take Hyro and Nicholas on that first set like we do.
I don't know, because Goshieri, he's very technical, right? We know Hyro is he's all gas. He's got the power. I feel like Hyro, most people he could get him in a spot and just outpower them. I feel like Goshieri counteracts that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I know it's doubles and whatnot, but I still feel like
Nicholas strong too, though, man.
It's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's a spot I would expect. We just see it so many times, and I keep thinking like we got to kind of back off of it, but it's been pretty true to form. Goshieri tends to see him drop the first set a lot, man. You do.
This is true, and it's early in the season still. Maybe they did lose their last one, so maybe they're not in the groove yet. So
right.
I'm not against. I'm not opposed to it. What's up, Shooter Am? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, what up, Shooter? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
Hey, you can get plus 160 on to win the first set for Hyro and Nicholas. I'll tell you, if they don't win the first set, I don't think they're winning a set. So,
you know what's nice is why don't we just wait and watch and see how Goshieri does against Nicholas?
That'd be it, yeah.
In this first one,
Yeah, that would be good. That's probably what you want to do. You probably take Nicholas to win the first set in that one. Plus,
and if Goshieri's on his A game today, we just go, well, it's one of those days.
Yeah, it could be too. I feel like he did not play great in the last match either.
Goshieri? No.
Yeah, he kind of.
It makes me nervous because I feel like you're waking a sleeping giant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're probably right. You may not want to bet against him at all today.
No,
I've been stewing on this for days now.
I like my Benny over Goshieri. You got Fornada over Ben. Our guy Ben, though.
I know. I love our guy Ben. I hate to bet against our guy Ben, but I'm just like, why is Ferranda such an overwhelming favorite in that spot?
Should we put Ben, a little half unit on first set winner, second set winner, just to see if he can steal one? Just a little half unit.
Yeah, but if he don't steal one, then you're
just down 1 unit.
Yeah, just be 1 unit. Yeah, but if you win one, you ain't really gonna make nothing. You're making a
free unit coming back, man. Free unit. We roll that thing into
not necessarily because you're gonna lose one of them. You're guaranteed to lose one of them, so you're not guaranteed to make a full unit. You're not guaranteed to
half unit. It was plus 220, so you'll get.
So you'll make
1.2. You'll net 1.2 units.
1.1 unit, but you've got a whole unit invested.
No, I said you'll net 1.2.
I don't think so.
Well, 1.2 minus FCL net 0.7. Either way, you're coming
just
out
barely over a half unit. I mean, you can do that, but it's not one of those things like a guaranteed thing. I don't like to throw good money after bad right there.
All right. I
mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know that Ben's not going to win the whole damn thing. You might can bet Ben plus 300 right there, a whole unit. Just take it and be done with it.
Yeah, I was say he could win both sets.
He could win both of them. And you really,
count them out.
I'm just saying. I don't like doing that in that spot where it doesn't feel like it's going to pay out in the long run.
I do think this match is going to be interesting that you're talking about Veranda, CRB, and Gonaga Flores. I think that's going to be a good match.
I like CRB, dude. I'm a big CRB.
What if we go? Let's go 2-1 on both of them. I know you like CRB and Veranda, but
no, I think that's going to be a good match. I do think that's a good bet.
3 sets.
Yeah,
3 sets. You get plus 350, plus 280. I feel like then you don't have to pick a side. You know.
Yeah.
You just got to root
for the most highlight.
Yeah, we love rooting for the most highlight.
Yeah, 100%, dude. No, I like that one. I do feel like that's one that's probably going to be the tightest matchup today. I feel like that one's going to be back and forth, tightest matchup today.
And this is where I clip it out. And say a few hours later, it was like 6-0, 6-1.
6-1, yeah. There's nothing nice.
Let's see. Man, Kubala is a huge favorite over Stan. His 2-0 is minus 145. Dang.
Yeah, Kubala's good too, man.
That's the same as an Urbieta Gauchieri 2-0. That's the same. That's how dominant they're saying Kubala is in this matchup against Stan. That's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot, man.
That's saying a lot. Gauchieri is a minus 380 to go 2-0.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna,
here's what you do: you parlay Gauchieri on the money line and with whatever you like, okay? But then you also sprinkle a little bit on the 2-1s down here.
Is that plus 700 on the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that better than trying to have him win the first set.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I bet both those 2-1s.
Gauchieri could still win it, and you could still win your parlay. And somehow, some way, if Nicholas pulls off the major 2-1 upset here, the only way you would lose all around is if he wins 2-0.
We should be betting Gauchieri to win 2-1 in every match he plays.
Yes. At plus 425, absolutely.
That's always crazy. You're always getting 4-1 or better on your money, and I feel like it happens about 75% of the time.
And then we should also have him in our parlays on the money line.
Oh, yeah. You always put him in your parlays. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's some good. I mean, I feel like we're really getting dialed in this year.
We have a lot better grasp on it than we did last season, for sure. I mean, we were just getting it last season. We were just learning. What up, J Main? How you doing, bro? Over there on the YouTube side. Just now seeing you slide in there, man. Good to see you.
Here we are after 2 weeks. The defending champs Chargers are on top of the leaderboard here. Now they're doing it differently this year instead of points. Well, they're doing points, but instead of like overall match, it's just wins and losses on the match.
Yep. I like that. I like that better.
Yeah, that's why you see a couple pushes down here.
Yeah.
But Fireballs and Warriors, I like this because it's tougher. Like it's because remember, like Devil started off so bad, but then they made a push towards the end. And that was just basically because of how many points you get. But if you were down, like if you're down midway through the season, you're 3 games back. That's a hard thing to come back from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is now. You got to remember, though, some of these spots, like, I mean, they've only played 2 matches. The Fireballs sitting there with only a half point, but they're plus 1,200 as a futures bet there. I mean, there may be some value in that. I don't think anybody's that big a dog in this thing. You just got to get in the top 4 to have a shot.
Yeah. And remember, the points are all the same now, too, doubles or singles. So there's just 6. So that's why we get the 3-3 tie.
Right. Because you used to last season, you had the doubles match count 1.5 points, singles 1 point. Now everything counts 1 point.
I like it. I like what they're doing this year.
I do too, man. I do too.
Yeah, but we got a good week coming up. Devils, Renegades tonight, Chargers, Fireballs tomorrow, and then Renegade. Ooh.
We got 2 Friday? Are we back to the double dipping?
Oh, we got double header on Friday, Craig. No one told me this.
So we got the 2:30 p.m. Eastern and the 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
We had to start doing this at the end of last season because we had some where the glass broke, and we had to bump a couple matches back where Hyro broke the glass. They had to stall out for a couple of days and wound up having to do this toward the end where we had the doubleheader. I like these doubleheader Fridays, man. I love having highlight 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, let's see. There is a schedule. Let's see the calendar real quick. Yeah, this was on the calendar. I don't know why, but it is there. There must be a reason for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love doubleheader highlight, man.
Looks like it's our only one of the season. So that's expected. You know what I mean?
Right. The last it wasn't supposed to be that way last season. It just wound up having to do that. So
it was towards the end, like last 3 or 4 weeks, they did have it planned.
But that's what I'm saying. But the only reason they had to do that was because the glass broke, right? And it wound up making them have to cancel a match that was already pre-planned.
They only had to do one of those. Yeah, no. Some of those other ones at the end of last season was planned to do that.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited. You know, we didn't have football yesterday. I felt lost. But today, that void is filled because we got highlight today.
Absolutely.
World Highlight League. You can watch it tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, over on ESPN3, FUBO, and YouTube. Links to all their stuff and to where you can watch it is in the description of this stream or video, however you're watching it. Make sure you smash the like button, give us a follow. Go give them a follow, too, while you're over there. They're crushing it on the YouTube side thing. Over 120,000.
They are, man. They are.
The commentating during it on the YouTube is great. I'll have confirmation today of who we're going to have in on Wednesday for our interview. Highlight interviews are starting back up this week.
We
Every
love
Wednesday
that
going forward. Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So World Highlight League, go check it out. Devils Renegades tonight. Booyah. Patriot wants to know our top 10 Super Bowl props for today.
Top 10 Super Bowl props for today?
Yeah, you titled it that, so he wants us to.
I titled it that. I told y'all what to do. Take all the money in your account, bet on the Chiefs -1.5. That's what I told you to do. I stand by that. That's what I'm going to do.
Here's a bet that I like. Which team will have the longest gross punt? It's got to be the Chiefs.
Are they the favorite?
They're -110. Eagles are +130. The tie is +600. Here's my thinking on this. Who's more likely to stall out and go 3 and out on a drive? Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
Because the Eagles got the tush push. They go for it, right? Not saying that Chiefs don't ever go for it on 4th down, but I mean they've got the type of offense that wants to grind the ball and chug down the field.
Do they have the option? You can bet them to have the same.
Yeah, the tie is +600.
It's only +600.
I know, it's tough to get the exact gross.
I'm just saying, like, to the yard.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
it'd be different if you like both of them are going to have a 40+ yard or 50+ yard punt or something like the exact number. That should be like +5,000.
Will both teams make a 33-yard or longer field goal? That one feels like a trap.
Dude, that's totally 100% no triple in the World Series right there.
Yeah.
I seen you say that yesterday, Patriot. That's what made me look at that. And yours was at -105. Mine was at +115. That feels like a trap if I've ever seen one. I'm going to bet it, but it feels like a trap. You're going to get me caught with my hand in the cookie jar.
I want to bet this so bad, and I think I might sprinkle a little bit on it. Will there be a field goal doink? You're getting +550.
Dude, there was one a couple years ago where you could bet one to hit the upright or something, and I feel like the first field goal of the game was like clong, and I was like, "Why did I not bet that?"
Happens in these games, man.
Yeah, weird stuff happens, dude. Football's crazy anyway. You got all these extra factors in there. Crazy things gonna happen.
+550. I'm just thinking, like, a $20.
Once again, though, that's not the right odds on that.
It's not. That's why I'm only wanting to put like $20 on it, just to root for it.
I don't want to bet it because I feel like you're getting me.
You are getting
me. Even if I win, I feel like you got me.
Ooh, I kind of like this. Will there be a field goal in the first quarter? The yes is -130.
For what?
Field goal in the first quarter.
What is it?
-130.
That's -130. Feels like money on the floor.
Yeah. Here's one. That'd be fun. I don't know if you're getting the true odds on this, but will there be a field goal in every quarter? +600 for a yes.
No, that should be higher. But
I don't know. If you get one in the first quarter, you're definitely going to get one in the second quarter and probably the fourth quarter. So it really comes down to the first and third quarters.
Yeah. And it's only like both teams don't have to get one, right? Just one single field goal.
team has to make a field goal.
That may be about right then, actually. Plus 600. That's probably closer.
That's what I'm saying. I
Dang.
don't know, man.
Let me see.
Well, here's a fun one. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion?
I think yes on that.
What odds do you think you're getting on that?
Plus 215.
Plus 220. You damn near nailed that.
It's usually about what it is for a 2-point conversion in any game, really.
This is what I want to bet. I just found one of my favorite props. Will there be a touchdown in the first quarter? The no is plus 215. It's
got the two best defense. I think the game's going under,
dude. And even when you have, I mean, the Patriots are notorious for this. The games would go over in the Super Bowl, but like the Patriots wouldn't score in the first quarter.
Yeah,
it's something about that Super Bowl. The nerves, just we could have a low scoring first quarter, and then it really picks up.
The Andrew thing is going under too. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to pick up, man. This feels like
Well, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be shocked if the first quarter, because of all the nerves and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At plus 215, I'm worth gambling. It's worth gambling on that, in my opinion.
I'm with you there. I like that. I think it's like a 24-21 final for the Chiefs when it's all said and done. That's what I'm feeling like. You can
semi-hedge it out too. You can bet, will there be a touchdown in the first quarter? No. But also bet, will there be a touchdown in every quarter? Yes, at plus 130. Not a guaranteed hedge, but like, if you lose one, at least you're alive for the other.
It's on plus 130.
Plus money on both.
Yeah. That's fair.
There's going to be a touchdown in the second quarter and the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I mean, plus 130, I guess that's about right.
My favorite bet of the Super Bowl is under 9.5 points in the first quarter.
I like that.
And the opening kickoff is going to get returned. And the sweat is on.
Whoa.
That's how it's going to play out,
Yeah. Easy money. Just laying there.
Easy money. Third quarter lowest score quarter is what Patriots saying. I think it's the first quarter is going to be the lowest scoring quarter. Personally.
You think the first quarter is going to be the lowest scoring?
Mm-hmm.
What about Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts to combine for 7+ pass and rush TDs plus 275? I don't feel good. Ooh, Brandon Graham to record a sack.
The reason why I don't like that one of the 7+ TDs is what we talked about yesterday. You're going to have like Worthy do a reverse pass, and he's going to get credit for one of the Patrick Mahomes' should be touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Unless he catches it.
So you're going to throw it to Patrick Mahomes?
Doubt it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't like it. 7+ TDs feel like I said, I think the damn game's going under, so I don't think anybody's getting 7 TDs.
Here's what should be a prop. Will the Kansas Chiefs run the Philly special against Philly? That should be a Super Bowl prop.
That totally should be a Super Bowl prop.
I bet there is one out there of that. Right?
Probably.
You have to. It's the Super Bowl.
You can pick up some of these offshore books and find some good stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, though. You can get let's see. Each team to score one plus rushing TDs and 1+ passing TDs plus 190. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I do like that. Let me click that over here. Remember that. I wind up digging through these things and I forget about a bunch of them when it's time to actually bet them.
Well, there's so many of them, dude.
There's golly, I know.
Well, I hate betting. There's some of them you got to jump on early, right? You're like, oh yes, I need to get that before things move. But there's some of them you're like, I gotta wait and see if most of these you just kind of wait.
1+ rushing touchdown in each quarter plus 1,500.
Ooh,
I kind of like that.
Ooh.
These teams, I mean, hell.
You gotta hedge that one with the no touchdown in the first quarter. At plus 215.
Yeah, do that. That would be a good hedge. I do like that. 1+ rush touchdown each quarter, especially a team that loves to run the tush push.
You know what will lose it for you? Will be there'll be one quarter where the only touchdown is where Patrick Mahomes does that stupid little shovel pass forward, and that's counted as a pass instead of a rushing. And then you'll just
want that to happen. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
You'll just start cussing out your TV.
I'll lose my or the damn Eagles. All the touchdowns they screwed out giving me on Saquon this year, they'll wind up running something. They'll run the Philly special or something, and get it from a 1-yard line and screw. Oh my god! What I should do is not bet on this game at all. It's not going to work out well for me.
No, do it. We need to laugh. We need to.
Don't you worry. I'm going to be betting on it. I can't watch that shit if I ain't got a little change in it.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun show. We got Super Bowl coverage all week long, of course. Mon says if you can bet Taylor Swift nip slip, you can probably bet on anything. This is right.
It's true.
They'll put odds on anything.
What if she has a nip slip while Travis Kelce's proposing to her?
That would actually be more probable. Like if there was any scenario of her having a nip slip, that would be it.
That's when it's going to happen, dude. Bet it. Own half the casino.
That's funny. Where's our no triple for sure bet, Crick? We already told you.
I already told you what it was.
Both teams to kick at least a 33-yard field goal.
Yep, that's it. You can get the yes on both teams to kick a 33-plus yard field goal at plus 115 right now. Do not bet that. That is 100% the no triple in the World Series bet right there.
Oh, my goodness. We're having too much fun. Anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk more Super Bowl recap preview highlight. I want to say a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors of the show, the World Highlight League and Prize Picks. Links to all their stuff is in the description of this stream. Go check it out. We will be back here tomorrow, bright and early, for another fun Sports Morning Espresso Shot. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.